And now, Kerncast 23.
Good morning, everyone. The sun is up, and what a beautiful day we'll have there for the first half of the day. Then later on this afternoon, we start to get pretty hot yet again, but it is summer and we'll still be below average. So that is the silver lining out there. You saw that beautiful picture we had from our Delano Chamber of Commerce camera. And here in Bakersfield, we're 6 degrees warmer than we were at this time yesterday. That's because this low pressure system that was sitting out off the coast of Oregon and bringing us all that beautiful cool ocean air, well, as you can see, that's now moved off to the east. So while that scoots out of the way, we'll instead be introducing hot air to California, and a ridge of high pressure over the desert southwest will start to push into the valley, and that'll heat us up even more the next few days. So taking a live look at the United States Federal Courthouse here downtown, this sign was all lit up this morning. Very exciting to see so much progress being made there at Mill Creek at Central Park and all of the business it'll bring right here downtown. Current temperature 64 degrees this morning. Dew point and humidity both looking very nice. Even though we've kind of had that cut off ocean air, we still have enough moisture kind of lingering in the valley to make for a beautiful morning. There's a calm wind right now, but we did have some very slight breezes this morning that felt pretty great as well. So yesterday was 81 degrees, very far below our average of 94. Today we're jumping up about 10 degrees. So even though I mentioned it'll be lower than that average, still going to feel very hot because 91 after several days in the 80s will feel a little sweaty for you. As we take a look at our Pacific storms, that low is pushed off to the east. You can see beautiful curvature right here heading up into Canada. There's that high pressure system that's going to start to build back in, but that one's pretty weak. What we're watching is this one here. As that pushes in, it'll bring all of that hot air with it, but only for the next couple days. We're watching these systems out over the Pacific, and as they move onshore this weekend, they'll be kind of chopping off the top of that high. So that'll provide just enough mixing to the north of us to kind of stop us from heating way up into the 100s. Instead, we'll go back down to the lower to mid 90s for many valley locations for the weekend. And then once these are out of the way, next week, just in time for July 4th, we look to get very hot once again. So there's a look at the hot, dry air. While all of this moisture has been pushing it down to the south, the mix that we'll have coming back from the desert will allow it to fill back in, and that'll help contribute to the heat the next 3 days as well. So our air quality climbing in the moderate range, 64 on the index today. Your allergies still in the medium range there, 5.2 out of 12. So as we take a look around the valley locations, you can see lower 90s for everyone here, and of course for our other valley areas as well. Up into the mountains, no 90s there just yet. Still some beautiful 80s for the Kern River Valley, 70s for Tehachapi and Fraser Park, and everyone else there down to the south. And out into eastern Kern County, the desert, always hot, 90s for everyone. Ridgecrest at 99 and China Lake at 98 are both getting dangerously close to that triple-digit mark. So as we look ahead, there's our 91 today, then getting warmer under that ridge for the next few days. There's our slight cool down heading into the weekend before we warm back up and introduce July and our July 4th forecast a week from today that looks to be pretty scorching. As we take a look at our Kern River Valley forecast, 80s today, then warming up to the lower 90s under this ridge of high pressure. A quick dip back down in the upper 80s for the weekend, and then lower 90s next week. Finally in the mountains, nice at 79 today, and then 80s from Thursday all the way through Tuesday.